Hello everyone, Jesse Webb, Traders Pro. Market conditions had a pretty decent reversal yesterday after the Fed and more volatility, which has kind of become the norm on Fed days. Increase of 25 basis points. It looked like they forecasted another 25 basis points, so the markets hopefully will start to be able to settle down on that, and if inflation continues to come back down, we'll see if things stabilize here a little bit, or if we continue this overall downtrend. We'll take a look at the patterns here. If we look at direction alerts, we're continuing to see we're switching back and forth now between mildly bullish and mildly bearish, which is essentially just one tick on the momentum range for the most part. So we're seeing that momentum just sitting right on that edge between trendless and downtrend. The overall technicals are still quite bearish. We are in this downtrend. We're no longer towards the bottom end of that range, or I should say we're no longer at the extreme of the range. We've bounced off of these lows and now working our way back higher, but still down at the bottom end of that range. So this could be a little counter trend rally, and then some more downside to come. So we're not, we're still in this bear market. We're still in this strong downtrend. A lot of things happening in the economy as well. So keep an eye on some of these internals, because they're still not super bullish, and we are in a pretty decent downturn still. This counter trend move here, this uptrend, and this move back down again, and then a little pop again. Typically, that's what we see. So we may see some rally back up, and some kind of that backing and filling up and down. But that overall trend, when you're looking at this chart and you see this middle of the line, and you're seeing this setup right here, this is the overall bias. We're still in this downtrend. More stocks moving down than moving up, and that's essentially all the market is just a group, larger groups of stocks, and then we can pick apart each of those little pockets by looking at individual sectors and individual industries. But in terms of it being extreme, we're just not there anymore. So we saw a little bit of a blip back up. In terms of an uptrend in the downward movement, we'll look at that chart, but this could still we still could see a rally here, just because we're up in these upper ranges, and we may see that. Futures are up this morning. We'll see if that what ends up happening there. Sentiment, same story, coming off the lows, bouncing, pulling back a little bit here. So any pullback we have in the market, it's going to bring this back down a little bit, and we may see this trend higher. But we are right around that halfway point, so not surprising to see a little bit of a pullback, because we've had a pretty decent run here the last week or so. If we look at SPY, and you can see that bearish bar that we had right here. So when we talk about this trend pattern, this is not what we want to see for an overall bullish uptrend. We've got the short-term trend down. We've had this long-term trend down for almost a year now, but we're back at this hold. So as it starts to waffle back and forth and get stuck in the middle, that's kind of where we're at right now. But this is a pretty ugly bearish bar right on that downtrend line, and where you've got the open, a move higher, and then sell off the remainder of the day. That also an engulfing type pattern, where you have just a pretty strong reversal. So just a lot happening right here. Use caution. I wouldn't be very aggressive in terms of bullish or bearish at these levels, just because we are stuck in this sideways pattern that we've been talking about for quite some time now. Which direction ultimately is going to win will yet to be seen right here, but we are still seeing higher highs off of these lows, and so there's definitely some conflict right here, some tug of war happening inside of this range that we've been in now essentially for the last year, and that's kind of what we've been feeling in terms of following any kind of market updates. You're just seeing a lot of indecision right here. If we take a look at the indices, those Dow stocks we've been following, we've dropped back down to 7. So we've had one move back into hold. This is just not a real bullish profile either. When you're at a 50.5 buy-sell ratio, that means we've got twice as many sells as we do buys, and we've got a few that are stuck in that trendless state right there. So Again, it's just not a time to be aggressively bullish, but definitely be a time to be building up watch lists and to be dipping your toe in on potentially on a few different trades. Muscle stocks group, not real good looking patterns. This tanker stock is a nice breakout, one to be watching, but you can see this reversal pattern. Most of these new buys that triggered are rallying hard and then getting that reversal back down again. We'll look at some of those charts right here. MTMH, that's a construction stock. Some of these computer internet construction are kind of and some shippers are following that top 5 today. Consumer staples, cleaning products, ConAgra, there's some food, but you're seeing that pattern that looks like this. Even though they've bumped up into that buy range, they're rallying and possibly a reversal top. So I'd be kind of a little bit of a caution day today. If you don't have full access to the software, you can sign up with the link below, and we look forward to having you. Have a great day today.